Hello everyone, and now welcome to game number 2 in this series. Game number 2 taking place here on Twisted Meadows as Destiny, known as RainyMonday, spawning here as the teal Night Elf player on the top left hand side. Meanwhile, Sonik has spawned as the yellow Night Elf player on the bottom right. Sonik currently down 1-0 in this series as things do get underway. And before any viewers get confused, yes, this is a fountain of mana in the center portion of the map, not a tavern. We are playing Reign of Chaos. Reign of Chaos opening up a number of different strategies that you don't normally see that would be in the Frozen Throne. The amount of damage that those archers were dealing, mass archers in the game, really shifted things up. But it really comes down to almost your primary hero working alongside whatever unit you try to mass, and what are those better combinations. We really saw RainyMonday play extremely well in that early game, taking some early risks and using that Keeper of the Grove's summon Trents or Ents in order to gain access to that center portion of that map. Once he gained access to that center portion of that map, he was able to easily win a couple of fights with just superior hero level. Now, we'll see what heroes are going to be coming out here in game number 2. It looks as though it is going to be a Demon Hunter once more from Sonik. Meanwhile, we are going to be looking at a Keeper of the Grove once again from RainyMonday. Both of the scouting wisps will end up scouting each other already and know exactly where the other opponent is as things are getting underway. And with the current positioning on these Ancient of Wars, I'm not expecting a very, very easy access or Ancient of War creeping coming in from either of these players. I am curious as to how these players want to get higher level on their heroes as the Demon Hunter now makes his way out alongside that Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove going to quickly come across, summon Ents right there, and you can see that those Ents are absorbing a good amount of damage here as the Keeper of the Grove and the Archer are safely hiding in the back. More archers are going to be added here as you now see that last Null Brute going to get taken down once more. Now, they could continue to make their way over off to the Ogre Magi creep camp here, or go down for this 5-3-3 creep camp right there. It looks as though the Keeper of the Grove is going to summon another round of Ents, make his way over, and to allow for another cooldown by the time they try to engage off down over here. Archers are now making their way over. Let's take a look at what's going to be happening. The early Force of Nature is taking a lot of damage, and here we are going into that engagement. It looks as though a Wisp is going to go ahead and detonate on the Force of Nature instead, as we're still fighting our way through. All right, we could be looking at a fast expansion attempt, but the Demon Hunter is going to be coming in right from behind and causing a lot of problems once more, going after those archers. Now, where are these units going to be going next? Archer taking some damage here. There's a Tome of Agility being left behind as Sonik is doing a great job just absolutely trying to shut things down. Beautiful use of the summoned Force of Nature in order to stop that attack right there once more. Alright, Tome of Agility quickly picked up here. It looks as though a Wisp is going to get picked off again. Demon Hunter going to get a little bit of detonation for all of his efforts, as off to the north, some very low hit point units that could have been picked off once again. Alright, let's take a look at the supply count. 28 over 40 supply compared to 25 over 30. You can see that there is a Tree of Life already being established there, and the Demon Hunter now purposely backing off, trying to finish off this Ogre Warrior creep camp. Maybe see a mana burn on that Ogre Magi to try and finish him off. No, it doesn't look like it. The Demon Hunter just allowing himself to take a lot of that damage, gets up to level 2, picks up a Pierupt of Vitality, which is going to be incredibly useful when used in conjunction with those Moonwells. High mana or high hit point efficiency when you drop that Pierupt of Vitality and pick it back up. Meanwhile, off to the north here, Keeper of the Grove has Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3 and is still massing these archers. 19 to 22 damage per shot here. It looks as though the Forest Troll Trappers, both of them are going to end up falling here, as the Keeper of the Grove going to definitely get to level 3 now, as he finishes off that Forest Troll Trapper. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 3, now making its way over here to the top right. Both sides continuing to mass up these archers once more, and there doesn't seem to be a very drastic attempt to try and get to a tier 2 units. Demon Hunter finishing off these Null Wardens here. There's one more. There's going to be another. That Demon Hunter now being forced to back off, gets to level 3, finishes off the Null Overseer, and picks up a Ring of Protection +2 as well. Sonik being much more aggressive this time in game number 2 with his creep patterns, and so far keeping on par or keeping within the level that that RainyMonday has been establishing. Ring of Protection +3 has been dropped. The Forest Troll Trapper will fall just shy, I believe. Yeah, just shy right there. 5 experience off, as the Keeper of the Grove is most likely going to clear out a green creep camp or clear out some other creep camp to get to level 4. Demon Hunter at the same time most likely going to be getting to level 4 after finishing off this Ogre Magi creep camp. He has 2 Rings of Protection for a total armor of 11 now. That's going to make him a force to be reckoned with, as he is not going to be falling easily either. Keeper of the Grove, Demon Hunter, everyone still wandering around here. What is going to be happening? Archer tries to run on in. He's going to Shadow Meld, but not going to be in time, as well, as you see, the Tree of Life is already entangling this gold mine. He cannot be entangling an entangled gold mine. It's currently getting entangled. All right, Keeper of the Grove back across here. Both sides still just doing a lot of creeping, as we see a lone wisp off over here, and this wisp is scouting out this location to see if an expansion is underway. That is currently not happening, but we may see, well, yes, another Tome of Strength or another tome of some sort being left behind. No, the Keeper of the Grove, being as studious as he can be, realizes, you know what, I don't really care about working out, but I'm still going to pick up that book. Off to the north here, an Ancient of War being constructed right next to that Tree of Life. That Ancient of War, however, going to be taking some damage as well, and will most likely get cancelled, as the Keeper of the Grove is sitting in the center portion of the map and getting close rather to level 6. All right, let's take a look. Double sentry wards being placed down. Not quite sure why you would place 2 of them, but we do see a Belt of Giant Strength currently picked up by the Keeper of the Grove. There we're going to see a quick entangle. Now try to get away quickly, as the Demon Hunter needs to make up some lost ground here. Demon Hunter now going to circle back around, finish off the remainder of this creep camp, as the Keeper of the Grove is now looking to pick off some of these units as well.
Town is under siege.
There's an entangle coming in from the other side. Forest Ents now joining in on the fight. And talk about a scary, scary proposition. You are engaging up and against an army straight up, and then all of a sudden flanking you from the side is a bunch of trees that were just standing there moments ago. Keeper of the Grove trying to go after those units. However, a Scroll of Healing quickly turns things around. Demon Hunter trying to slip through, was able to slip back there. There is the entangle. Archer may want to back off again, as it looks like damage is being added up. There it goes. Is the Demon Hunter going to be able to run back around? That is the big question once more. Another entangle goes down, and Sonik may end up losing his, no, Demon Hunter, no, a round of missed arrows, allowing for Sonik to take control of that situation there. Nicely played, as the Priestess of the Moon finally joins in on the fight, and perhaps the Priestess of the Moon would have been the difference with that True Shot aura, and essentially +2 to +3 damage across multiple archers. We should be looking at improved bows coming in as well. Yes, improved bows now being added for that additional damage. We are looking at a range of 500. That improved bows going to increase that damage pretty drastically right here, as the Keeper of the Grove is still getting closer and closer to level 6. There's the surround. There's the pickup of an item. Not quite sure which one it was. Wand of Negation. All right, that is the spell that I was constantly looking at. And I was like, wait a second, how does the Keeper of the Grove has a Wand of Necromancy? I'm like, wait, no. That is something completely different. And that is what they've been using to dispel each other's Ents. Alright, there goes an Ogre Warrior. Rock Golem also dealing a bit of damage, fighting back across here. But the Demon Hunter lining up, going to get into position and looking to finish off some units. There goes the Rock Golem there. Potion, Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3, going to be dropped behind Mana Burn for 150 points of mana burned off, as the Keeper of the Grove going to be forced to try and retreat once more. Now we do have level 6 on that Keeper of the Grove, but going Keeper of the Grove first has the downside when going up against a Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter with that chaos damage in that mode, Superman mode, is significantly stronger. Being able to get splash chaos damage across those archers is going to be a problem. Meanwhile, the Keeper of the Grove, his ability is a channeled ability and is much better in between fights, but during the fight, you want that Keeper of the Grove engaging, maneuvering itself, trying to get into better positions, as we are looking at an entangle onto that Ogre Mauler. All right, there was some sort of negation right there as the archers. One archer does get taken down. Demon Hunter goes straight after the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove still trying to run away, though, as you see a bit of focus damage already coming in. All right, there goes another mana burn. No more possible entangles coming in right now as the Keeper of the Grove currently low on mana. Priestess of the Moon, also a liability with that mana right now. Didn't get Searing Arrows, surprisingly. Oh, now using those Searing Arrows. There's another Wand of Negation there, as the Keeper of the Grove and the Priestess of the Moon are just trying to pick off each other's units. Keeper of the Grove down to 300 hit points. He'll be forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal momentarily, down to 177. There it is. And the Keeper of the Grove will be teleporting back home by his lonesome self. All right. Dropping the Pure of Vitality and the Belt of Giant Strength, drinking from the Moonwells and picking them back up instantaneously. You now have a Keeper of the Grove sitting at 1100 hit points with 8 armor. Very, very high. Problem is that Sonik has the economic advantage. I believe the Demon Hunter is going to get closer to level 6 right now, while the Keeper of the Grove is just shy of level 3 too. This is going to work out extremely well, as the Demon Hunter will be able to get that splash damage in that Superman mode, and the Keeper of the Grove gets a higher level entangle once more. Alright, the Demon Hunter, they may even consider trying to head over into the center portion of the Fountain of Mana, get more mana, be able to mana burn more, get in more entangles, and fight every which way. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 6 still. Priestess of the Moon sitting at level 2, not yet at level 3. That is going to be a big downside, as the Priestess of the Moon really should just be constantly using those Searing Arrows to try and maintain lower mana, as mana is a liability when facing a level 5 plus Demon Hunter. Alright, Demon Hunter finishing off some of those units off over here. It looks as though Sonik is in no pressure, no race to try and bring the fight to his opponent, knowing that he has most likely the economic advantage. He is gaining an advantage every second of this game right now, and as long as he doesn't sit idle for far too long, he knows that he'll continue to control his opponent, either economically or through his hero levels. Hero level is perhaps the one thing that RainyMonday does have going for him, but even that difference is starting to fall slowly but surely. Coming back to the center, Priestess of the Moon healing back up. Keeper of the Grove healing back up, has a Scroll of Protection, has a Scroll of Healing, and now needs to head back home very quickly. Demon Hunter in that front line. Are we going to see some entangles? Ogre Mauler in that front line as well. Ents now being summoned. Demon Hunter purposely holding position in the back, may be able to get off a mana burn here. He sees him. Is he going to mana burn? Oh, there is that chaos damage mode, and that splash damage is going across already. You can see that the Demon Hunter, where is he going? Mana burning there. That was actually just a rather silly maneuver to do. Scroll of Protection already being used, Scroll of Healing being used as well, but I think that was a bit premature. As you see now, the Priestess of the Moon is currently Shadow Melded. Alright, Scroll of Town Portal transferred, now being used. It is going to go ahead and teleport away, as you see crazy damage just being laid down by the Metamorphosis Demon Hunter. Continuing that fight right there, the Demon Hunter getting in some splash damage once more. There is a reveal, I believe. No, that was the Wand of Negation to remove all of those Ents, as the Demon Hunter mana burns down the Keeper of the Grove again. Also, Metamorphosis means that he is going to be doing full damage, and it looks as though, yes, he is attacking the Ancient of War and getting damage onto the remaining units. Keeper of the Grove is in the back now, casting Tranquility, as the Metamorphosis is still trying to fight. There he goes. He is going to shake it off there, as the Demon Hunter now backs off. Alright, Priestess of the Moon continuing to fight back across over here. It looks as though the remaining Ents are going to get taken down, but the Tree of Life that is trying to be constructed off to the north will end up getting cancelled. With that, I believe that is going to be the GG, and we are now all tied up at 1 game apiece. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Goodbye.
All right. That was my daughter. Bye.